everyone. So I just found out today that there's this really cool thing that happens on YouTube called the Booktube-A-Thon, and it's hosted by the channel that I'll put in a link like right here somewhere. It's hosted by that channel, and basically it's a week where you just read as many books as possible, I guess, and I think it's super awesome, so I'm going to try and play a part in it. So, unfortunately, I'm also traveling the first week of August, from the 1st to the 9th, which is the dates that the Booktube-A-Thon are happening. So I can't bring all the books that I wish I could read with me, so I'm going to show you guys two lists. I'm going to show you guys the first, which is the books that I wish I could read, because I'm not going to be able to bring 7 books with me to complete each challenge. I'm going to have to double up on some. So the first one's going to be the books that I wish I could read. The second one are going to be the books that I'm probably going to end up doubling up the challenges with. So hopefully this all works, and hopefully I can remember the challenges. Okay, so the first one is the books that I wish I could read. So starting off, one of the challenges is read a book with blue on the cover. And that is going to be this one. It's called Little Princes. It's basically about a man who quits his day job to go and work with orphanages in Nepal and like help with the children there and help. I think the title of the book comes from the actual name of the orphanage in Nepal, where they work with children there. And it's kind of like a biography of what happened to him. It's like a story of the experiences he had and all that kind of stuff. The second challenge is read a book by an author who has the same letter of last name as you do. So, for example, my last name starts with a G. So for that, I'm going to be reading this book. It's called A Lesson Before Die. Yeah, I know nothing about this book, but I've heard that it's really good, so I'm really excited to start reading it. And this is probably going to be one that I will be really upset that I haven't read sooner, because I've heard so many good things about it. So the third challenge on this list is read someone else's favorite book. The book that I choose for this, I actually don't have a copy of it with me. I think it's somewhere in transit from when I moved from school back to home, and in one of the boxes that I just haven't unpacked yet. It's Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Now, I've read part of this book, but I haven't finished it all the way. I've seen the movie, so I know what happens in it, but I really want to read the book just to see kind of like how it's different, if it's better or worse. I've heard that it's both really good, so I'm excited to start reading that one too. And that one's actually a favorite by, he's one of the first people that I started watching on YouTube that did a lot of like talking about books and reviewing and that kind of thing, and before that I didn't even know that was a thing that happened on YouTube, so she's kind of what, inspired me to start my own Booktube channel, just because I love books and reading so much. So I chose one of her favorite books that she talked about in like her favorite books of 2014 video, I think. Fourth challenge for the Booktube-A-Thon is read the last book you've acquired, and I have that one here. It's called The Commoner. It's one of the ones that I picked up during my book haul when I went to Goodwill. This one is, I think I talked about it a little bit. It's the one where the Empress meets a young girl who's going to become the Empress if she marries her son, and it's really good. I've kind of already talked about it, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so this is the last one that I bought, and if I could read it, if I could bring it with me on the plane, I'm going to try, but if not, then this is one of the ones that I really would have loved to read. Another challenge is finish a book without letting go of it. That is going to be this one. It's The Global Soul. It's the one where this man basically kind of starts in LAX in his life, and it's kind of a journey of his travels around the world searching for a place that he can really call home. I'm going to bring this book. Like, this is one that's going to be probably one of my favorites, because I love reading about travel, and I love traveling in general, and I'm going to be going on a trip anyway, so that'll be the perfect book for me to bring. And this is a book that I just will probably not be able to let go of, because I'm going to love it so much, so that's definitely the one that I'm going to try and use for that challenge. And finally, the last challenge is to read 7 books. And if I could, then I definitely would read 7 books in a week, because I love reading so much. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to, because I'm going to be traveling. So that's kind of the list that I wish I could read if I had the time, if I wasn't going places, and if I wasn't going to be in transit a lot. But in reality, probably what's going to happen is I'm going to definitely bring this one, the one, A Lesson Before Die, because it fills up the challenges of an author who shares my same last name, and it's one that I've really wanted to read. I'm definitely going to bring this one, The Global Soul, because it's one that I'm going to read on the plane, and I'm going to finish it on the plane, and I'm not going to be able to let it go. And then This one is one that I really want to read. It's got a blue on the cover, and honestly, I'm really like drawn to this book because I've been to Nepal before. I've been trekking in the Himalayas before, and I just love, like, it's funny how Nepal just keeps coming back into my life. It was such an amazing experience, and so just to relive that nostalgia, I think this book is definitely going to be one that I'm going to read. But yeah, those are probably the only three that I'm going to be able to read to contribute to the Booktube-A-Thon, but I thought I'd make a video of the books that I wish I could read. This is probably going to be one of my last videos that I make before I leave, so any of the videos that you see next week are going to be probably ones that are pre-recorded, and yeah, just, I hope everybody else who does the Booktube-A-Thon, that's hard to say, who does the Booktube-A-Thon has a fun time, and I can't wait to see all the videos that come up with, and see what everybody else read during that week. So, good luck if you're going to do it, have fun if you're not. Alright, so that's all I got for now, so I guess I'll just talk to you guys when I get back. Okay, bye. So the third challenge on this list is read someone else's favorite book. The book that I choose for this, I actually don't have a copy of it with me. I think it's somewhere in transit from when I moved from school back to home, and in one of the boxes that I just haven't unpacked yet. It's Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Now, I've read part of this book, but I haven't finished it all the way. I've seen the movie, so I know what happens in it, but I really want to read the book just to see kind of like how it's different, if it's better or worse. I've heard that it's both really good, so I'm excited to start reading that one too. And that one's actually a favorite by, Read by Katie, I think her name is. I'm sorry if I killed that for you. I'm pretty sure it's Read by Katie or Read by Katie or something like that. And she's actually a booktuber. She's the one, the first ones that I watched, or she's one of the first ones, like, she's one of the first people that I started watching on YouTube that did a lot of, like, talking about books and reviewing and that kind of thing, and before that, I didn't even know that was a thing that happened on YouTube, so she's kind of what, you know, inspired me to start my own Booktube channel just because I love books and reading so much. So I chose one of her favorite books that she talked about in, like, her favorite books of 2014 video, I think. So, that's it.